Welcome back to Multiplayer Monday, and today we are playing hard mode telephone. We tried the telephone version before, but we made it a little bit too easy on ourselves with the communication, so this time we are vastly limiting the communication, but the basic idea is one person is going to be the builder over in this garage, and then another person is going to be the messenger that stays in that garage with the builder. And then the receiver has to follow the instructions of the messenger to try to replicate whatever the builder is building. And the catch is that the messenger cannot even see what the receiver is building, so they can't correct them on anything. And of course, the receiver can't see what the builder is building, so they're gonna have no idea if they're on the right track. Now, the difference between this time and last time is the messenger and receiver cannot really have a two-way communication. The only thing that you can do is ask them to repeat instructions. And what else?
Yeah,
go on to the next instruction.
And also the messenger cannot identify what the object is that's being built. They cannot explicitly say what it is. So we're pretty much guaranteed to fail this time, right?
I think so.
I kind of
It's probably just gonna look nothing like the original. I know I'm gonna get lost on one step, and it's gonna ruin every subsequent step afterwards.
Well, it's gonna feel like my fault. I'm gonna start panicking, and
Well, yeah, it will be your fault. You're the messenger. You're the messenger now. Yep.
Oh wait, no, don't blame the messenger.
All right, you know what you're building, Con?
Yeah, I know what I'm building. I think. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll find out.
My eyeballs are ready.
All right, you ready?
To
I'm not gonna say much because like I really don't have to. So
yeah,
you know.
can focus on your build.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Here we go. I'll start the timer. There we go. Start the timer.
Let's do this. Okay, we're starting with some concrete. Some standard concrete.
Okay. I mean,
it's looking like it's a long bar of concrete.
A long bar of concrete.
It's okay, yeah, just a single long. Okay, it's
like I want to ask so many clarifying questions right now, but I can't.
Okay, so hold on a second here. I'm gonna let some stuff happen. Okay, so it's like a giant plus sign stabilizer of concrete, you know, like just one of those like stabilizers, like a platform. But it's like a tripod, you know.
I finally think I understand what you're saying.
And then it's only three though. It's only three-sided, and it seems to be just like full 16 length drags of concrete in like a three-pronged shape.
Okay.
At the end of each of those like lengths, there's like a single block just to raise it off the ground.
Okay. Wait.
So that's
don't continue
the concept
yet.
I'll leave you with there. I'm just gonna leave you with that. Yep. So, yeah, just three lengths of concrete.
Okay.
And one's in a straight line, and then the other one forks off from the center.
I am ready to continue.
You are ready to continue?
Yes.
Okay, so now at the center where all three of these concrete pieces meet up.
All right, things are making sense.
It doesn't make sense?
No, things are making sense. I'm happy that things are...
I was scared. I was like, no, not already.
They weren't at first, but now they are.
Okay, so we're gonna use some wood now, just some standard wood, wood. And okay, so from where they meet up, in the direction of where the length of concrete is, and not where the perpendicular piece is, in that length, there is like two little blocks of wood that are like 2 by 3 tall. And there's a space of 3 blocks in between them. And
repeat that. I need a repeat on that step.
Okay, so yeah, it's two, like, it's just wood. It's a 2 by 3 chunk of wood that's vertical, so it's 3 tall, and there's 2 of them. One on the left side of the perpendicular block of concrete, and then another one on the other side of the perpendicular block of concrete. What is going on here? Okay.
Okay. I think I got it. I think I've done that step. I don't.
Okay.
I don't know.
So there's like a gap in between these 2 little blocks of wood that stack up.
Okay.
And and they're 3 tall. On top of that, there is going to be a 2 by 2 chunk of wood on the top of that, on the inner edge of both of them, which means that there will be a 1 block gap in between said blocks of wood, because they're hanging off of the previously mentioned blocks. Was that a legal instruction?
I need that one again.
Another 2 sets of wood on top of those, but we're building inward and it's just a 2x2 like block of wood vertically. And they're just being built off of the original 2x3 blocks of wood.
Okay.
So in
maybe.
total, we are adding 8 more blocks of wood.
If I had to guess so far what this looks like, it's looking like a ballista. I'm not. You can't give any. You can't give any feedback on that. I'm just saying this is what's going through my mind right now.
Yeah, okay, so we done with the 2x2 blocks?
Yes.
On top of the 2x3s?
Sure.
And they're going inward with a gap of 1 between them.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, we're gonna put a stack of 2 blocks of wood from one edge to the other, and it's gonna like connect it all.
Okay.
So that way there's like, it's gonna be on top of it. We're gonna add another 2 blocks basically from the full length of the 2x2 to the other full length of the 2x2. So that way it's like another 2 blocks tall, but now they're connected. So if, I guess it would all be connected still. There's no bearing, so you don't have to weld anything.
Okay.
I need to get the, okay,
I think I got that.
Okay, you got that.
This
So
is
that
hard.
is 1,
This
2, 3,
is so
4,
hard.
5. This is 5 blocks wide, right? The final blocks of wood at the top. 5
Okay.
blocks.
I mean, you can't really ask me if that's what I got, but you can tell me
Well,
that that's
I
what it's
guess I'm
supposed to
telling
be.
you. I'm telling you.
Move out here, Moonbo, a little bit.
Oh, you're gonna move it out for a second? Yeah, we have lots of room here. Okay. So, on top of that 5 block length of wood, there is a bearing. And then on top of that bearing...
Oh, can you move for a sec?
Oh, sorry. You're gonna build a slab of wood. This is gonna go vertically, and it's gonna be perpendicular to the base that we built under the bearing. It'll be perpendicular, and it's gonna be 5 wide and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall. So, and it's gonna be perpendicular, centered on the bearing. So if you build like a straight up pillar of wood, that's 5 blocks tall.
5 wide.
And then
5
build,
tall.
and then 2 on either side. Wait, are things changing, or are you just kind of...
No, I'm putting a controller
It
back.
still all works where it was before? Okay.
Yeah, nothing's...
Okay.
So, from that... Okay, so I'm gonna get you to paint a little bit here, actually, maybe. This might help a bit. So, paint white the wood that's under the bearing.
Mm-hmm.
Paint it white.
Yep.
And then the wood that's above the bearing, paint it like the nice blue, the rich blue.
Okay.
Okay, so hopefully that'll just kind of help your brain a bit there. So
White and blue wood
now,
now. That's what I see.
now on the top of the wood that is blue, see I have a new instruction for
I like this. I like
so
this.
on top of the blue wood, so on the either side, on the sides of that, you're gonna build a 2-block extension that goes like forward from it, like away from it, not like outward, but like towards, like perpendicular to it, I suppose. And that's gonna be, oh my god, there's so many little... Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I am realizing with this that there are so many ambiguous ways to describe things, like, that you don't realize until you're the builder, that it could go, like, so many different directions. Like, this is so hard to figure out.
Oh, well, like, because, like, I know, because, like, I'm telling you things and, like...
Repeat what you said about about building the next step.
Yeah, it's just, like, wood that's going from the side and going... Like, it's going from the side of the wood, and it's just going, like, you're just dragging, like... I don't know what the best way to describe it is in terms of, like, you know...
Oh, this is so ridiculous. Like, I can't tell if I'm the one that's not understanding.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
I think it's cool.
You're gonna have one on either side. So you're gonna have that wood that sticks out on one side, and you're gonna have wood that sticks out on the other side, and they're gonna both go in the same direction, to perpendicular to the blue wood, from the sides at the top. And there's 2 blocks.
Perpendicular from the blue wood.
I want to, like, man, I want to put sneaky hints into my wording here.
Okay.
And this is a length that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's 2 tall.
Alright.
I'm actually gonna move this out just a little bit more.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. Next step.
And go up above the 5x5 block that's blue, right? Well, now it has the extensions on either side from the top.
Yes.
At the center of that, in the same line of the blue stuff, put a block of wood in the center, just a single block of wood, and then a wedge ramped up towards that block of wood on either side.
Okay.
And then, oh, hold on. It's just.
I just need to move your lift so I can test it one more time here.
And so above that, we are now going to build 3 blocks of wood in the same line as the wedges. So it's like a block of wood and then 2 blocks, like a block of wood on either side above each wedge.
Hold on, say that one more time. I was distracted.
It's a block of wood that has the 2 wedges, right? And then on top of that block of wood is another block of wood.
Yep.
And then a block of wood on either side of that above the wedges.
Okay.
And then on the ends of those blocks of wood, put wedges that are ramping like upward to like round the corner.
Yep.
And then build 3 blocks of wood up the whole surface from wedge to wedge.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm done.
3
You're
up,
done?
wedge to wedge.
Yeah, that'll be the whole. That's the whole thing. I think.
And then from there, you're gonna put 3 blocks of wood in the center of that, on top of that one. And then wedges rounding the corners from that.
Yep.
On the side that has those extensions of wood sticking out, there is an extra row of blocks that are on the second row of blocks from the top. I think. Yeah. So it's basically like those wedges rolled down on the corners, right? And then you can put wood across from the front that's on the same side as the... I'm trying to use ambiguous language without saying the things, you know? All the way at the top where those wedges rolled over to round the corners on the top part of it. Basically build that out towards the same direction as those 2 blue extensions. So you can like basically like extend the wedge by 1, the wood by 1 as well. So where those wedges are, you just put another wedge in front of it in the same orientation. So it's like an extension of the rounded top part. Just the top row though, just the top line of blocks.
One more time.
So there's a wedge and then 3 blocks of wood and another wedge. You can extend those out, like another wedge and another wedge on either side and blocks of wood in between.
Okay.
You can extend that out towards the same direction as the blue extensions. You know, it's all going in that direction.
The blue extension? I'm so confused right now. All right, sure. I did an extension. Go ahead.
Okay, and then underneath that extension, you can extend it. There's such specific shapes. Actually, you know what? Let's get the paint tool out. Maybe this will help.
Okay.
Okay, so we have the blue stuff, right?
Yes.
Above the blue, there's the new wedges and the block of wood and all that.
Yep.
Use like the beige like tone and paint all that top part there beige. Above the blue. Okay. And then once that's all painted beige, choose white. And then if you look at it, you can paint the top 2 rows of wood at the top of the rounded square. Paint it all white. And then paint the 2 wedges at the top white as well.
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Let me know when you're done.
Okay.
That's good.
Yep.
Okay. So you extended on the other, like on one side, you extended the wood and the wedges, right? On the top part of that rounded square that we just painted beige, or the top, like it's like the part that we just painted white is extended out basically.
Maybe
it's like shading, right. You know, it's like shading those bearings from the sun right now.
Yeah, I think I was on the right track, and I just doubted myself based off of what you just described. I have the extensions.
So you got the bearings there, the extensions there on the top?
No bearings yet. I haven't gotten to that step.
Okay, just underneath that extension, just put a couple bearings on either side underneath it with a gap in the middle.
Gap in the middle, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just gonna push forward here.
That's what we're gonna do. Let's just push forward.
So on the extensions of blue,
Yes.
There are, what are they again? I think they're called, canisters, not canisters.
Small tanks, I think.
Small tanks? Yeah, the tanks, that's it. Small tanks.
Small tank, yep.
Whip out your small tank.
Okay.
And, I think, so if you put a single, okay, so we have the 2 extensions of blue, right?
Yep.
If you put a single block at the end, on the inside edge of, I guess if, okay, let's orientate ourselves here. Look towards the extensions from the open side. If you know what I mean. From the open side, look towards them.
Okay.
And then the one on the right, there's an extension on your right and an extension on your left. There should be anyway,
Yep.
hopefully. So if you put a block on the bottom right edge on the inside of the right one, and then put a canister or a tank on that, it should reach the edge of your other extension of blue.
What?
Presumably.
Say that one more time.
So if you just put a block of wood down on the blue extension on the right, on the inner edge there, and then put a tank in between the 2 extensions, and it should just reach the other extension.
Con, how you feeling about Moonbo's description here?
I'm really enjoying stepping back and forth between what you have and what I have. I think it's great.
None of what you said
It's a
makes
hard
sense
one.
to me,
It's-
Moonbo.
I
None of
made
what
a
you
simple-
said makes
a
sense to
simple
me.
enough
I know.
thing.
I have a feeling I know what's probably wrong. I
like,
have a feeling I know what's
The
wrong.
funny thing is, when I look at mine, it looks like a thing that's just a little bit weird, but not completely off.
Yeah, I mean, I
Like-
know exactly what's wrong,
Well,
but I'm
I
not
mean-
going to say anything.
But ScrapMan, you basically just described what I'm looking at as well. So
Okay.
this
It's
is a
perfect
weird
then. This
thing.
is
It's
perfect.
a weird thing.
Okay,
I mean,
I'm
it's
putting.
do you have extensions with a tank in between them? I'm gonna take that as a no.
I do now.
Just make it happen, ScrapMan.
I'm making it happen.
There's 2 extensions with the canister
Yeah, there is a canister in between 2 extensions.
that are blue, right?
Yes.
Okay, they're blue. As long as they're blue.
I know
Okay,
this
so
is
now,
wrong, but I have no
with
right
your tank,
answer.
With your tank,
Yes.
keep extending towards the left, like off of that other canister. Like it'll be in between the lengths, but then build out 4 more tanks that are in line with the
no.
original tank.
Oh no. 4 more tanks that are in line with the original tank.
Yep. And it's like a long thing, you know? It's like a long
Okay.
object. Okay.
Got it.
Okay. And just paint all the tanks brown. Get your inventory ready here. We're
Yep.
gonna need a controller,
Yep.
piston,
Yep.
ball spawner,
Boy. Oh boy. What are we doing now?
logic gate. Keep going.
Oh boy.
I think
Switch.
you could use your connection tool to explain all that to him, I think.
And
Yeah.
then timer and logic gate. You
Oh
got
my.
that?
What are we doing, Con?
I know. Okay, so controller attached to the bearing that we had. Not the 2 things at the top, but the single one in between the blue and the white.
Oh, I thought you said connect the controller to the bearing. I'm like, that. Sorry, that is not possible. Okay. All right. Yep. Good.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's a...
No, I thought you meant like build it onto the bearing.
Oh, I see what
I'm like,
you mean.
I
I
don't
was like, oh,
understand the
no, yeah, the
instructions.
connection tool, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, I got it now. I got
I
it.
can see that. Okay. So yeah, you got your connection tool. So that's connected to that. I mean, I can... So it's perpendicular. The blue is perpendicular to the white section, right? By 90 degrees. So set the controller to 360 degrees
Okay.
on the first, not the starting position, but the first step.
Yep. Next.
Okay. And that's connected to that. So I think, so you have those lengths of concrete that we started with that were like to stabilize the whole thing in like a 3 shape thing. So if you can fill in with concrete both sides of that like perpendicular spot, if you know what I mean, and then paint it all green, like, you know, grassy green or something.
Okay.
Actually, I should probably, okay, so there's a perpendicular length of concrete there too. And all the way at the end of it, you have to put a piston. I think the length might have changed, so I might need to measure it. It's just like a slightly more than a full length. It's 18 blocks the perpendicular length of concrete is 18 blocks now,
Okay.
and there's a piston at the end of it, and on that piston is the ball spawner.
Oh, I know what this is now, and I didn't build it it's close enough.
Well, I mean, as long as it's close enough.
Okay, my guess, you don't have to confirm it, because, you know, rules and stuff. I think we're
Yeah.
building a like a T-ball, baseball, swinger, batter guy. Okay, so anyway,
Okay.
ball spawner on the end of the, okay, yep.
Of the piston. It's a piston.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
got
right.
that there. At the end of the length of the concrete that's perpendicular.
Yep. Oh, this is
Okay,
not a ball
so-
spawner. Hold on. That is a ball
Okay.
receiver. Yep.
So somewhere off to the side, we need 2 timers side by side,
Mm-hmm.
a switch, and the 2 logic gates. And I'm gonna have to
okay.
explain to you how all of these things are wired together.
I'm ready. This should
So
be easy.
That's
I
all
feel like.
there. It should be pretty easy. Okay, so the switch is connected to both logic gates.
Yep.
As well as a timer.
Yep.
Once you connect into that timer, take that timer and put it into the other timer
Yep.
as well, and then take that original timer and put it into the piston as well.
Yep.
And then take the ending timer, the one that has received the other timer.
Yep.
And put it into the controller.
Oh. Okay.
And then the logic gates, there should be, you have them like hopefully side by side. One of them is an AND gate, and one of them is a NOR gate.
Okay.
So you're gonna take the NOR gate and connect it to the AND gate,
Mm-hmm.
and then put the AND gate onto the ball spawner.
Okay.
Oh, and the timer. Let me get the timers here. Okay, they're both 1 second.
Okay.
I think that's everything. So I wonder if you should try and like don't activate it until they're side by side. Maybe I don't know if it'll work or not. It's all set the same way.
I want to ask one more question.
Because I feel like I'm pretty sure it's done as far as I'm aware.
I am going to do something of my own volition because
Oh yeah, based
I
off
feel
of everything
like,
I've
I feel like
yeah.
I'm missing one little bit of information. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume.
Make some assumptions based off of
Yep.
what we've accomplished here.
Yeah,
Because I mean, I'm
okay.
pretty confident in saying that my instructions are done.
All right.
I would say so anyway.
Okay. I think we're good then. Are we ready for the reveal?
Yeah.
Are you like? Does
I
it?
think so. I don't know. We should test them side by side.
Yeah,
right?
I think like
Does
yeah.
yours do anything, ScrapMan?
I
if you
don't
press
know.
your
Like,
switch?
hey,
have
that wasn't
it all
part of the
wired
deal,
together,
okay?
right?
That wasn't part of the deal, apparently. Like,
Okay.
let's
I
do
mean,
it.
All right, we can reveal. I
all
don't
right,
mind.
let's,
if you
let's
wanna-
bring them out. Bring them out.
Bring them out.
Here's
Side
mine.
by side.
What's the original
Here you
look
go,
like?
Scrap. This is what you were trying to build.
Okay, I see where I went wrong.
And if you press the
That's
switch,
close.
this is what it does.
Oh
Look
my
at that.
goodness. All right, well, so you didn't give me speed or piston controller speed or piston values. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
just,
I
I
should
just
give
made an
those to you
assumption,
now.
and this is
That's
what my
right.
result is. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Oh boy.
Let's see the assumption here. It's going up.
Oh,
It did it!
It did a hit!
It works.
I can't believe it actually worked.
You're. I love how you got to the point of being like, all right, this is definitely a person, and then you're like, this is how arms should go. This is.
It's
This
a
is the direction
T-pose.
arms.
It's a
It is
T-pose.
a T-pose.
You,
With
you
the
told
baseball
me to
bat
build the
coming out of
arms
his chest.
perpendicular from the center of the blue section. And that
Well,
is
I meant-
arms perpendicular
Not
from the center.
I
of
didn't
the-
say center.
You said top center, or I don't know. Maybe I
Two
misunderstood.
from the top. I mean, I'm sure I said center many times. But
Yeah,
I mean, this,
was just confused.
this guy has a baseball bat coming out of his chest.
He
and it's a
does.
Yeah, I-
See,
superhero.
that was the part. Once
Baseball
you said to put
superhero.
the tanks onto the arms, it was not matching up anymore about how it was supposed to line up. I'm really
Yeah.
surprised that mine actually like got a hit though, considering it does not work the same at all.
All right.
Well, you tee yours up though. Your tee goes higher so that it's all like there's no timing involved, right?
Yeah, but yeah, mine.
It's all the same logic, isn't it?
It actually looks like a chain
It
reaction.
looked like it hit the one and
Yeah.
the other. That's cool.
All right.
Not
Well,
bad.
that wasn't
It's pretty
that.
close.
Honestly, it
It was.
wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. This turned
I
out
like your
way
baseball
closer.
cap too, Scrapman. It's a
Oh
good-
yeah, that was really confusing. The baseball
got
cap
both
thing
sides
was
covered
so
just in case.
confusing. Yep.
The baseball cap is really.
So here's the thing that I was noticing was a huge issue is there are 3 dimensions to build in, and when you're describing a side, I don't know which side to choose because there's
Yeah.
other sides. Like, because you said build the wedges off of both sides, so I did that. I built a wedge off of both sides, and that's why it's in the front and back. But I don't think
It
that's
makes
what you
sense.
meant. So it is so
I mean,
hard
yeah, it's
to
just
zero
both sides
in
on the one side. Yeah.
it is
It's like,
so
I have to
hard
give
to
you
zero in
coordinates.
on which axis you're talking about because there were so many times when I just built it wrong at first.
I also like how Scrapman's legs are like bent over to absorb the weight of the bat.
that's
leaning
right.
the other
Oh
way,
yeah,
right?
that was
Leaning
the
bat.
other thing. I didn't know what you were saying in this offset about like the blocks, and I was like, I had no idea what direction the offset had to be in. But you can see I definitely had that offset just in the wrong
I mean, there was something
direction.
there. It
That is
really
so
works,
funny.
though. That's the best part.
Okay, well, so this is my telephone video. I am going to be being the messenger in one of their videos, and I'm going to be being the builder in one of their videos. So go ahead and check out Moonbo and Khan's channel. I'll leave a link to their videos when they're up down in the description below. And hopefully, I mean, actually, this didn't go that bad. So I'll say hopefully it goes better, but I think this did pretty good. So hopefully it goes good. And we'll see you guys in those videos. And leave some suggestions for future versions of this if you want to see more. Bye.
Like,